Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is OrbitalPotato. This is Minecraft. Welcome back. It's the Wholesome Boys. Wholesome Boys are back in town. Wholesome Boys are back in the smeltery. How's it going? How's it going, wholesome fellows?
I have a question.
All right,
I just
hit me.
realized. Do you have a skin on?
Oh, I do actually. Yeah.
Underneath that hat, do you actually have a skin on?
Do we have to rebrand the thumbnails?
No, honestly, it makes it. Your hat is still covering up the face entirely, but it looks like an astronaut outfit. I'm assuming an astronaut outfit with the potato in the middle.
How do I? There we go. Somebody made it. Somebody made it for me.
I love it. I love it.
Pretty good. Right,
oh,
pretty
it's
nifty.
great.
Anyway, yeah, welcome back.
It's like a mix between like a Snuggie and a double-breasted suit. It very much suits you.
It kind of looks like they locked George W. Bush in a refrigerator, but...
What? I definitely don't see that. But okay.
The abominable Snowbush.
That is quite a comment, actually. That's
a compliment.
It is.
Well, it's a thing, that's for sure. Anyway, yeah, there's been a couple of changes since we last wholesomed it up on the server. Chief amongst them is that everywhere that is anywhere should now have a crafting grid. So, for example, there's a crafting grid here over in the smeltery, which is quite nice. There's one over in the factory, and then there's one in the sort of like main central computer storage room, which was last time. There's also a couple of pattern grids around, but I don't actually know what pattern grids do. But maybe you'll be able to take that one forward, Alexa.
Yeah, I can mess with those.
Not. Okay, all right. Yeah, so that's that. That is one thing that I've changed because I made a few adjustments. I've not really changed anything that's like crucial to the central story. I just basically tried to get a bunch more resources. So if you guys wanna follow me, then we can all go take a trip down to what is another really exciting area.
We're gonna go in your manhole.
You can. I mean. All right. You said it. You said it.
I mean, he did say it.
I think one of my favorite sounds in this universe is Orbital getting flustered.
Look, it happened again.
Right. How do I get to my manhole?
It's right here.
I feel like you should know more than any of us.
I feel like that's also true. All right, everyone down my manhole as quick as you can. Up two.
Yeah, it's gonna be a second.
All right, this is the manhole.
Whoa.
This is the access shaft to all things resource intensive.
First your manhole,
Right?
now
Okay.
your shaft.
It's pretty long actually.
You're damn right.
Wow, look at that.
Goes all the way down here, right? And
Okay.
you will note that there is a cable running along the length of it, which is no mean feat, in fact.
Oh, what the?
Yeah.
It only gets better in a second.
Yeah. So this is an operation that I undertook in order to try and ascertain the wholesome boys a few more resources. The whole idea is that there is a quarry here which runs off coal. More on that in a minute.
Ascertain some more resources?
Yes. Do you not like to ascertain more resources?
To make sure of more resources.
Yeah.
Not to acquire them.
No. Ascertain. Well.
What the hell is this?
Anyway, so
Oh
No, I bounce.
my god.
so yeah, what you're seeing out there, that is the old quarry. So that is a quarry that I dug more just as a test actually. But now
It's a test shaft?
it's a test shaft actually, yeah. And it's quite a bit deeper. I didn't have my boots on because I took my clothes off to show you how I looked. You jerk.
It's the long con. Yeah, I'll jump down too.
No.
I'll take off my boots.
I took my clothes off to show you how I looked.
Look, he just had to take his clothes off to show us his manhole and shaft. This is obvious. Everyone knows.
Anyway, the point
boys.
is, Wholesome Boys, that that this is the quarry,
like
and
your
this is. Thank you. I like it too. Actually, I am partial to a bit of it from time to time, and I come down here fairly regularly, actually, just to check on how things are going, which was all very well and good. However, there is a thing with the mod, as far as I understand it, with the Buildcraft mod in this version anyway, that keeps the quarry loaded even when there's nobody on the server. So for that reason and a variety of other reasons, we basically don't have any coal now because the quarry burned through all the coal, and I'm really sorry, but we don't have any coal.
And while that, yeah, I mean, I also blame Rhapsody, but while that seems like it's a bad thing, I'm gonna be real. All it does is kind of like gives us something to do in this video, because we can basically make another little small factory building and just create a charcoal processing plant. And charcoal is basically the same as coal, so we basically just have to make a tree farm, pipe the logs over to a furnace, and then boom, charcoal. So it's not going to be that hard at all.
Yeah. But yeah, that should give us practically an infinite amount of resources. Certainly like cobblestone and dirt and all that, as well as like a bunch of extra like ores and stuff to faff around with. It should be good, actually. It should be really good.
So,
I also sorry. No,
how are
please.
these dug out?
It's a mod. It's a quarry mod. It's literally one block which manages the entire operation.
Yeah. Right, got it.
And I mean, if you want to come in here, I can show you.
Yeah, he's a digging because there's coal in the thing.
Bounce. Oh, right. I'll use that to get up.
It's taking a long time.
I can show you the.
I've been at it for minutes.
I'm gonna get out.
I can show you guys the. I can show you guys the other entrance to the shaft. It's the back door if you'd like.
Yeah. Where's it at?
It's just up here. As soon as you get up to the top, I'm
working on it. I'm just trying not to drown. I guess I could just teleport to you, but at this point, it's the sunk cost fallacy. I mean, it's got to be more worth it to slowly get up this waterfall, right? Like the reward has to feel quite amazing.
Hey, Orbital, these 3 cables that are just like, I don't know how to describe them. I don't think we need these, but I'm gonna leave them there because I half of the wiring you have at this point, it alarms me, so I don't even want to begin to try to understand it.
Be very careful.
Yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second.
All right. Here you go, Rito.
Oh,
no, sorry.
The quarry is sick, though.
It's good.
It's super cool.
Yeah, part of the logistics problem was that the power that the quarry runs on is not the power that we're producing from the oil. So it's basically an entirely different setup. It's a big old faff, but it's fine. It works. Oh my god.
Every time. Rhapsody got deleted.
Did I?
No.
What?
It says Rhapsody plays has left the game.
Yeah.
Oh.
News to me.
I thought that you and Orbital were just standing still for some reason.
Oh no. No, we usually do that, but not today.
Orbital, these 3 cables right here, are these needed?
Oh, yeah, they can be removed. Okay. Yeah, they were just misplaced.
Okay. All right.
Oh, nice. I got an achievement for you hitting that.
Dude, achievement hunter.
Oh my god. I was thinking of starting a channel called Achievement Hunter.
He's too good.
Huh.
Okay.
All right. So, I suppose we have one thing to do today, which is making a tree farm that infinitely produces charcoal, so we can infinitely mine out the entire bottom of our world.
Yes.
And then whatever the hell else we were doing.
I'm politely waiting for Rhapsody to come and visit me, but
Sorry, I thought y'all would have left me behind in the meantime.
No.
No, we're chilling in Orbital's manhole.
Oh. Back door's this way. I made a little shrine to my back door here, so you can always tell
yes,
where it is.
You are exactly right, Rito. And it's a fight to the death.
Isn't it a battle arena?
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yes.
You and me, Olexa.
Yep.
You and me.
Yep.
Right
I
now.
just have to clear out the creepers that want to kill me. Okay. Let me get to full health.
What?
You have a better sword than me.
I don't. You can. Okay, fine.
I can give you some rotten flesh to get to full health.
This is the block in the center.
Nice
you see that, Rhapsody? That's the block that manages this whole like gridded structure and the automated mining. So you set like landmarks in the corners of where you want to dig, and then it sort of auto builds.
All right.
It auto builds this grid structure and then just mines it out. So these engines are the things that are powering it, the Stirling engines, with the coal, and they basically run infinitely. This setup that you're seeing around here was like for me to try and mitigate against that with like if we ever dropped below 1,000 coal, then it would turn off the supply to the Stirling engines. But that didn't really work. It's fine. But anyway, yeah. So that's the setup. That's the setup that we got going on. It just sort of handles itself. Yeah.
Well, all right. How do we split the charcoal factory up into?
I lagged. you hit me in my
roll
game
for each
froze.
discipline.
We're gonna need a tree farm, which I'm gonna die. No.
Oh! Who's next? I'm at 2 HP. No, don't nobody touch me.
Ravs,
No,
we can set it up very, very similar to how we did the wheat farm.
Who's next?
But we just, instead of making it a crop farm, we make it a tree farm. And then we can just pipe stuff out similar to that. We can make a, like, I don't know, we should put it in a specific area where it will, like, look nice, right? I'm starting to really want to make Chet look good. Because we're, like, whether or not we want to believe it, we are actually nearing the point where we could just build the brewery and the series. Like it's very, very close.
Kind of could have done that right away. Like we could have started.
I mean, but like
we could have just built a building and like.
It is true.
The real brewery is the friends we made along the way.
Well, that's exactly it.
The real brewery is the friends we started with and lost along the way.
That's also true. But to have automated tanks of alcohol forever, we're significantly closer to that than you think. So I want to make things look good.
Are we gonna have like a pub on site?
Oh yeah.
To allow customers to taste
absolutely
our product.
I think that I think the tavern should just be the brewery. It should be a massive building here in this area. That it's kind of like right next to the bee building, but so that you have like a nice view of the bee building and the honey is being pumped straight from the bee building into the brewery. But like the back end of the brewery is, you know how when you go to like a really nice brewery and they have like the glass window where you see all the like tanks of whatever just doing their thing and it looks all like classy, and we could have like all of the we could have all of the behind the scenes work like behind a glass wall, and then have tastings for the customers.
I think we should build an Eiffel Tower.
I am confused.
Well, I mean, I just think it would be a pretty cool concept piece,
Just to have an Eiffel Tower in Chet.
Yeah, it's already been done.
Well, I mean, we can call it the Chet Tower or something different.
I am down to make a big tower
yes.
known as Chet Tower. I don't think we should copy the Eiffel Tower.
Why not?
I mean, there's only one Eiffel Tower.
Do you think the Eiffel Tower?
Well, that's actually not true.
Well, there's two.
Yeah, there's two.
One in Vegas.
Yeah.
The design for the Eiffel Tower almost certainly is copyrighted.
Hold up. No. Actually, a very, very
the Eiffel Tower has Creative Commons. No worry.
Look, okay, you joke about that, right? But you cannot take photos of the Eiffel Tower when it's lit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is like a No. Okay,
I can go on
you can take
Google and
personal
I
photos.
could go on Google and
Yeah,
search
yeah,
Eiffel Tower
yeah.
lit, and there's gonna be a billion of them.
Well, I mean, yeah, totally, right?
I look
But
at lit up pictures of the Eiffel Tower on the dark web.
That's the only reason I have Tor installed, I promise.
Sorry.
You guys are just jerking me around here. You know the truth. You know the truth. And
I recognize you're about to tell us a very interesting story here, Orbital, because you would have heard it on like I don't know, what's the guy who does the blonde guy who does the videos about the interesting subjects? That's the worst.
The blonde guy who does the interesting things about
Tom Scott.
I'm not blonde, Rhapsody.
Yeah, sorry, that's my bad. Thought Rita was blonde. No, but what is the actual reason behind it? Is it because there was a copyrighted image of it lit up?
I don't know. It's like I think the lights are still, I don't know, they still are protected by some. I don't actually know. You know, the more that I say it, the more I realize that I have absolutely no authority to explain in any competent way the story behind the reasoning to you guys. So
we accidentally
every time I make an argument,
you out of having to tell it.
yeah, I know, but then you
why
just
do I
drag
feel like
me back
this
down.
is the third time this has happened in the Minecraft series? Is that we saved you and you tried to go back to a story that you didn't actually want to tell. You're so content with telling this story that you don't even know if you want to.
Right.
If you had to make it up, Orbital, if you had to make it up and pretend that it was for sure, if you had to make up the reason, what would it be?
So Orbital, what about the Eiffel Tower? What about the lit Eiffel Tower is something that can't be taken photos of, Orbital?
Well, they made a documentary about it actually. It's called Tomorrowland. It stars George Clooney and Hugh Laurie. And the Eiffel Tower takes off into a spaceship which takes you to Tomorrowland. And I actually think that that's a pretty reasonable reason as to why you're not able to take photos in case the photovoltaic panels
like
in your phone trigger the launch sequence or whatever.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm following it all.
I get it. George Clooney.
Yeah.
Yeah,
got a great voice.
And Hugh Laurie.
Yeah.
Hugh does have a great voice. He sings on jazz albums as well.
You lost me.
He sings on his own jazz albums.
I know. Alexa, so about making the tree farm. So the previous farm is running off of just random seeds. What is tree seeds? Because I have all of the farm blocks already, so we can set this up at any point. I just need to know what resources.
Saplings.
Right.
Those are indeed tree seeds. And we could probably just do oak. We have 110 of them. So.
Rhapsody. It's E for your inventory, by the way, just in case you want to open it at any time.
I still haven't opened that in this episode at all. And I refuse to, frankly.
Orbital, did you hook the grid or whatever up to this chest too, or is this chest not working? Is this process not working?
No. What do you need? Do you need me to help?
I'm confused because I thought there should be a hell of a lot of milk and eggs in here.
Maybe it was connected.
We might have emptied it just because we went on a I don't know. Raps and I went on a rampage of literally emptying like every chest on the server into the.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, it would make sense that it's pretty empty because all the animals have slowly been getting killed.
There you go. Hold on. Can you be milked? Is there milk?
I think you need to. There should be.
Is there milk in the thing now?
Nope. But that's okay.
Yeah, there is. What are you talking about?
I put it there.
What are you talking about?
I
put it there.
That was me. I did the milking.
You milked it manually.
I milk it manually.
Boy, this is gonna be an interesting. This is gonna be an interesting podcast episode for whoever decides to not watch the video.
Hey, wait. Hey, hold on. Did you just double milk manually back to back?
I did not double milk. I did not.
You didn't?
No, I did not
double milk
manually. I didn't double milk manually back to back. That was
what?
I have items for you.
Okay.
Why are you killing
farm
animals?
blocks?
Farm hatch, farm valve.
Okay.
I'm not. It's the machine.
We need.
Why is the machine here?
Okay, you need to repick all of that up for a
I don't
second.
know. I was told to.
Okay.
I'm gonna dump a lot of my inventory into the matrix, and then we're gonna go find a nice, heartwarming spot to put this. I'm not necessarily against right here if you're not, Raps.
Not necessarily against right. Hang on, I'm just coming out.
Do you need any
zoning permissions?
Motivating speakers, I was about to say, but also that.
I would love a zoning permit for where we should be putting an automated tree farm, Orbital.
I mean, I guess like out the back of the factory somewhere, right?
Somewhere over here.
Yeah.
Also, what is this?
That is coal essence. I tried to grow coal because I was so desperate to not get ejected from the Wholesome Boys.
Whoa! There's a diamond block down here.
Yeah, I also made that.
Why? Why is there diamond block?
It's a diamond planter. I was trying to auto grow coal. I was so desperate, and it didn't work, which is why I had to fess up. Obviously.
Okay. that is a thing for sure.
That's cool.
Okay. Raps, I'm gonna get some stone brick that we need for this.
That sounds like a good. Wait, hang on. Do you need the stone brick over the farm blocks?
Yes.
Okay. Because I thought it was stone brick into farm blocks for this.
Come
here. Damn narrator.
Alone. I've been holding on to this bat, Orbital, for about 15 episodes, but I need to empty out my golden lasso.
Okay.
And I just can't do it alone.
All right.
You ready to say goodbye to him with me?
Totally. I feel like we should all be there for this.
Okay, everyone get over here. Rhapsody 2,000 feet overhead.
I was gonna go to reset us to daytime, but okay.
I almost lost him like 7 times, but I recaught him. Here we go. Nope. 3, 2, 1. Goodbye. Goodbye. No. Be free. Come back to me one day with little bat babies. Oh, sorry. You're the only one not trying to kill him.
Dude, this is like catching the freaking golden snitch, man.
I mean,
what the hell?
Do you understand why it's a big deal? Because I let him out like 7 times and I managed to catch him all 7 times.
You know what? Honestly, that was inspirational enough that I'm not going to kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with the fact that...
Goodbye.
That I missed the first like 15 times.
I got too sad. I caught him again.
Yes, Orbital.
Never
mind. Just use me. Tell me what to do.
Use you?
Yeah.
Pardon me? I mean, I think we're just gonna set up this auto farm here. But that's about all I got today, to be honest. That is about all I got.
What size by what size should we be clearing out here?
I think it's whatever the other thing is. I don't remember what the hell the other one is. Let me go look. It's from the 3x3 base, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out from it, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it's it'll go.
We need more animals in here. That's
is a joke what I'm working on. What do you think I called the emergency meeting for? I let go of my friend to get more animals. I needed to let him out of my lasso so I could catch him.
What do you think?
It'll go all the way out to their reps.
I thought you called the emergency
in all directions.
But not in a box, right? In a kind of like
rounded... No, it'll be a rounded thing.
Is that centered between these 2 buildings?
Does not look like it in the slightest.
This is 2 spaces from this side of the building.
This is going to be... Let me get it for sure so we know. This is only like 3 spaces. We could probably bump it over 1 more to the right.
Yeah, that's not honestly that hard to do. Just break those 2. Build these 2 up. Wait, where's these?
And if you put down the farm blocks reps right there, then that we have the center point. It can work from there.
Sorry.
I want to make a shovel. How was your guys' past 2 weeks?
Oh, real good. Can I start?
You went on a trip.
Yeah, exactly. I went away for a beach trip with friends. I'm not really much for the beach. I usually just go so that I'm there in the afternoons when everyone decides to hang out in the house and play board games. The first 2 days, we did beach things. The second day, I actually did paddleboarding for the first time, which was good fun. Got sunburnt like the Dickens, and then it rained for the rest of the week, so we stayed inside playing board games, and it was a good time.
That sounds very nice.
Yeah, it was extremely relaxing and like re-energizing. I think like I found it obviously really relaxing at the time. I don't really put much investment into the idea of replenishment or rejuvenation or like building your energy source back up. But my first episode back afterwards, people would like, I can hear that you had a holiday. I can hear it in your voice, and I was like, oh, okay. More impactful than I thought.
That is good.
How about yourself? Oh, Alexa, how about yourself?
What? No.
You said farm blocks. These are farm blocks.
In the center.
Oh.
The stone brick will go on the layer you're standing on. So this will be stone brick. And then the farm blocks go in this 3x3 that you're doing. And then one on top of that as well. Yeah. And then they'll also have to go under, but we can do that in a second. My past 2 weeks was fine. Not a whole lot of anything, really. I feel like I literally just promote the Sunday stream every week, but me and Orbital did a nice little we planned for a bunch of people to show up to Sunday stream this week, and then nobody showed up except for me and Orbital. So we just sat and played games for 2 hours, the two of us, and it was a fantastic Sunday. I don't know if you
plain sight is great.
Yeah. So that's gonna be one. We're gonna have to mess around and see if we can make that work. Just for something with the four of us in the future. But we got Steam Remote Play to work for a very old game from like 10 years ago, and it was hilariously good. So
neat. What was the game?
It's called Hidden in Plain Sight.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yep. And it not amazing with two people, but when the two people were me and Orbital, it was pretty enjoyable. So, because we both kind of just sucked the entire time, and it was good.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. I'm sorry I could not make the Sunday stream. That was I think the day after I just returned, so I was back on top of my backlog. But I'm keen to follow to any Sunday stream following.
Do I want to know?
Sorry, no, Rito just like sucker punched a horse, and it was just.
He was standing on the fence. He needs to learn. You gotta be the law. I've been too soft on all of you, even the horses. I'm the law, baby.
Do any of you got cobalt in your inventory?
I do, yeah.
Can I have like one piece of cobalt?
Yeah, since you asked nicely. Of course, yeah. I'll put it back in the.
Into the thingy.
I'll put it back in the thingy. Just take it out. There should be stuff in the thingy. Oh no, maybe I've got it all.
No, the ore is sitting. It's processing.
Yeah. Oh.
But no, Hidden in Plain Sight, a lot of fun. We also played one of the world's worst card games of all time. It's called The Game, and it essentially was solely like the only purpose of the game. You have cards numbered 1 to 99 or 2 to 99. And then you have 2 cards that are labeled 1 and 2 cards that are labeled 100. And the 1s and the 100s are sitting down on the table when you start. So then each of you has a set of cards in your hand, and the goal is to just play all of the cards down. And you can play them on the 1, you can play them ascending. On the 100, you can play them descending. But you can never tell the other person that you're playing with, or people, you can play up to 5. You can never tell them what numbers you have in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to just trust that they're not going to play a card or a number that you don't want them to play. And Orbital and I were doing like so well, and we were like, yeah, no way we can lose this now. And then I got really cocky and was like, Orbital, I'm like 100% confident that you have these 2 cards. He did not have those 2 cards, and we lost in the last 2 cards.
Yep.
It was not great. Yeah, it's a cooperative game.
Okay. Is
I
it like Hanabi?
have
it was I mean, it was not cooperative in the fact that it was like Hanabi, but it had the same yelling at people aspect that Hanabi had, which I know, Rito, I think you might have seen a little bit of Hanabi.
Yeah, I played it a lot.
Oh, okay, cool.
I played a lot of Hanabi.
Great game.
One of the few games that is great, just as great 2-player, pretty much.
Yeah.
I've actually played I've played a version of that called The Mind, which only has 1 deck.
Yes.
But I actually love that game. It got so frustrating because we would have people that are like 14 and 20 because those 2 go down immediately. There's no one who's going to have 15, 16, 17, 18, or 19.
Yeah.
And it just ends up in a perfect whirlwind of yelling and arguments.
Yeah. It's a little different because The Mind, and I it's been a little while since I've played it, but I believe The Mind, you're not allowed to talk at all, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You're allowed to talk in the game. You're allowed to say, like, keep this row open for me kind of things. And there's a component of it where you can, so say that somebody has, say that, on the 100, so you're descending, someone plays 79. If someone has the 89, you can play the 89 on the 79 on the descending to jump the row back up to 89. But you can only do it if the numbers are exactly 10 apart. So sometimes you'll get, where you really, really want to jump a column back up so that you have significantly more wiggle room. But, like, the person that's playing has terrible cards in their hand that they really, really need to play on that row. So then it's kind of this constant fight between, do I ruin another row to ensure that we can bump this row back up, or do I just, not let you bump it back up, et cetera, et cetera. But it's like, it's an okay, it's a game that when you look at it, you're like, this should be terrible. Because it's completely luck driven. Like, there's not really any skill involved in the game whatsoever. But for some reason, it's a fun game to play. And I don't know why. Like, I should hate everything about it with the games that I enjoy. But for some reason, the game is fun.
Have you played it in person?
Yes, I own it.
Yeah.
Okay. That was Orbital. I mean, basically, Orbital and I sat down and we were just like, oh, what the hell do we play with 2 players? Because I had downloaded a bunch of games for 4 because I thought we had 4, and then it was just us, and I was like, well, this is interesting. So yeah, it was good.
How do you find the difference in the experience when playing the game online versus in person? Because at least for The Mind, because you can't talk.
Yeah, facial expression.
Staring.
Yeah. I will actually say, with the game, I'm not sure there was really any difference for me. But when I was playing, because we played Hanabi not last week, but the week before, and it was me, Orbital, and Penta. We did significantly better at Hanabi playing online, the 3 of us, where 2 of them had never played the game before, than I ever do playing in person. So, weird, but sure. And it doesn't really make sense to me as to why that would be the case.
Because when you play it quite a bit, you kind of develop like if I say this, you have to understand that means this.
Yeah.
After you play it a handful of times.
Yeah.
Confession: I've never played or seen Hanabi.
Okay, so I'll give you the quick and dirty for Hanabi. But I'm going to give you the quick and dirty for Hanabi in the next episode of Wholesome Bois Minecraft.
Oh, is that my cue?
That is your cue.
Okay, I just wanted to absolutely clarify that, just to make sure that you
I just wanted to make sure that segue wasn't as smooth as it was.
And that Olexa didn't, just take it out for himself. I mean, I was thinking that was going to be something that was going to happen. But you know what? It's all good. Thank you, everyone, for watching this episode of the Wholesome Bois Build a Brewery, almost. Go check out everyone's channel in the description down below. And yeah, we'll see you for the next episode of Fun Wholesome Bois.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.